case. I said Brandon trying to get out, trying to find his way out.
You see those articles that was going around? Alright. Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites coming in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. For all things, want to give all praises
unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, and side taste to all the IQ that's pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. All right, shalom.
Shalom. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundation of the earth are all out of course.
You all right? So, hey, the foundations of the earth is out of course, man. Everything is being ran improperly, man. Like brothers was just speaking on before this, how women have been given to these authority positions and they don't have no discernment in them, man. All right? Everything's being ran improperly because you have Esau, Edom, the so-called white man who's been coming under pot. He's in rulership right now. And when you got the devil ruling the earth, well, he doesn't rule it righteously, man. All right? There's no wisdom in this devil, man. All right? Hey, wickedness is not wisdom, as the scriptures say, man. All right, so, hey, now you're seeing all hell breaking loose. Everybody's really bugged the hell out, man. When you talk to the average, especially over here in America, all right, when you talk to the average American citizen, the nigga's bugged out, man. All right? His thought process is irrational. All right? Most of the men are emotional. All right? Nobody thinks logical around here, man. All right? It's all just a Edomite thought process, all right? An Edomite way of life, which it doesn't bring nothing but death and destruction, man. All right?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 16, in the NLT. How foolish can you be? He is the potter. He is certainly greater than you. The clay. Should the creator, should the created thing say of this one who made it, he didn't make me? Does a jar ever say the potter who made me is stupid?
All right, yeah, so Esau, Edom, he's not made to lead in righteousness, man. All right, he's made to be, all right, the wicked, the crooked. All right, the scriptures say, hey, you can't make straight what the Lord made crooked, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so, hey, he was made to show the world what wickedness is, man. Hey, what it's like to live in straight debauchery and evilness, man.
Right. Let me get that in the KJ for you. This is Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turnings of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah, so this devil has flipped everything on his head, man. All right, everything is upside down. All right, everything is ran, stupidly. Right? When you look at some of the laws, the decrees that's put out by this damn devil, you can say this shit really don't make sense. All right, you be like, man, but that's what. Hey, woe to them who king is a child, man. All right, Esau, he moves like a goddamn kid, man. Childish in his goddamn feelings. One thing about kids is they don't think long term, and that's Esau, Edom. All right, he don't think about the latter end of nothing. And he sets his goal, and that's what he just pushes towards that wicked.
How he feel.
Yep. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah, so the Lord has made you to be the devil, man. All right, that's why when people come up to the camp and say, hey man, what about the so-called white man? Hey, fuck him. All right, and the Lord made him to be destroyed, man. All right, he was brought into this earth and to cause havoc. What the scriptures, Revelation the 6th chapter say, what? To take peace from the earth. All right, hey, that's what he was created for, man. All right, to come on the earth, come into rulership, all right, and show you what the hell not to be, man. All right, he's the prime example of how not to run a nation, how not to rule over another people, how not, all right, to raise a family. Because if you take his ways, man, you gonna be fucking bugged out. All right, like, hey, what I believe this brother used to always bring it out about how many women is on med. All right, on meds over here in America. Now, it was 1 out of 4, I think.
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3, which is fucking crazy, man. All right, so hey, these women are batshit crazy, and then you have the women raising these children. All right, because the first teacher of the children, all right, is the woman. So if you got a batshit crazy on fucking Meg's ass woman, and that's just probably the women who run down there and go get it. All right, it's probably a lot more that's like eligible, all right, or that need it, or so-called need it, because hey, they really just got demons on them, man.
It's deep, man. I got an actual cousin, man. She's from New Jersey. Beautiful. She from the tribe of Simi, Dominican, right? Beautiful. I'm talking about Erica Mena, dark-skinned Erica Mena type shit. If she don't take her motherfucking meds, bro,
She bugs out.
she bug you out. And she crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? She got beautiful hair. I use it for my for my work and shit that I do. But she crazy as hell. So imagine the pharmaceuticals not coming. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be dealing with her. Ooh, she beautiful. She's beautiful as hell. But and the man don't see that. He ain't got no discernment. It's over with. All right. And then Esau has with how Esau's got things going. It makes everybody weak because he's the head. Through time, just like ever since they ruled the Maccabees, they've been destroying them. Evils have been just going crazy and weakening the earth, just weakening and weakening. Yeah, 2nd Esdras chapter 14, verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much and more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. All right? And it only goes weak because it's evils upon us. Ever since these devils have been populating, they ain't even populating no more, but been ruling over the earth, man, this place has been weak, man. The trees get weak. They plant only male trees. You got extinction of different animals and stuff because of certain things. Certain animals is coming back because of this. These are the times. This place has got evil. Kids don't know how to read. Women don't know how to be mothers. And that's part of prophecy. The ostrich got beautiful feathers, roughly paraphrasing. But she's cruel with her young. When you see that going on, our women are the number one in aborting their children. They fight for it in the laws. It's all dangerous out here, man. And people still want to act like it's a good place to be, where it's finna be terrible. We're at war. Go ahead, you go.
And and through all that, it has turned to normal for people, man. All right, all this crazy shit going on, and this is just considered normal life over here in America, man. All right, the fact that he brought up the abortions. All right, the most dangerous place, for a Judite, is his mother's womb. All right, because that's the first place you can get extinct at, man. Hey, your whole life process can stop right there in the womb, man. Hey, that's a curse over here in Babylon the Great, man. And then it's uplifted. Hey, you have women who will go out to these parades and these protests, and they'll be shaking their funky ass as they're promoting the choice of being able to kill their goddamn kids, man.
The day after she murdered the kid.
Hey, this is crazy. And when you really sit down and think about that, this shit is crazy. All right, but to these people, it's normal, man.
And that's why the Lord brought a curse of stink upon them, because their vaginas are cemeteries, man. Their vaginas is pure cemeteries, man. A death portal,
I seen a video of an Edomite, and he walked up to a group of women. It was majority black women. You had, like maybe 1 or 2 Edomites women there too. All right, and he had a fake petition that he was having people sign. He was like, man, we trying to stop the killing of female puppies, because that's what they doing. So they was like, if you sign this, we can stop the senseless killing of the fetus of the female dog, because that's what they doing. So they all got to sign the petitions. Then he said, okay, now we doing it for the women also, like the real one. And they were like, oh, no, I'm cool on that, I'm straight on that, but showing you the mind frame of these modern day women. All right, Esau Edom has conquered the minds of these people.
They come up with an excuse.
Yeah.
Esau already know that if he off ramped the woman, which is our prophecy, the Lord got Esau doing it, that he could destroy Jake.
Right. Same thing they did in the garden, man. That nigga, hey, he was more subtle than any beast of the field, man. So he went after the woman. The woman is the weaker vessel. And then what? You go after the head, all right? You go after the man. That's what they did in the 1960s. Roughly, man, they went after the man and took away that structure. So now the woman don't got nothing to lean on. She don't know she ain't got no husband to lean on. She don't know. But these are all the curses, man. All right?
She leaning on a serpent.
Yeah, she leaned on the serpent.
It's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces and the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, hey, the earth, hey, the Lord has given this rulership to Esau Edom, man. The wicked. When you look at the ruling class people, all right, you know who it is, man. It ain't even know the same motherfuckers who in the comments talking about they conquered every damn thing, man. All right, that's the ruling class people, man. All right, Esau Edom, the wicked, man. And you see how he runs his kingdom, man. Straight fucking chaos.
He let his woman rule over him. That's how he gets down. Oh, let her do what she wants. You know, he's the number one. Let his woman rule over, and that's what they've done in like you can look at the Game of Thrones, man. They let their women rule over them. First of all, Esau molests his daughters. You know, that's how he gets down. Let his daughters do everything.
And his sons.
And his son. Let me go. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. So when Jake figures that out, he'll stop being under a woman. You know, it's the commandment to your house shall over man, man over woman. You know, we don't let no woman ruin us, and that's Esau's way of life. That's why his kingdom is fallen. He made the cities for the woman, right? He made all that stuff for his woman, you know, and now his woman don't want him.
Right.
You know,
And he want to be the woman.
and he wants to be the woman. He still wants to be the. That was his whole MO because he's a vile. But look, man, this place here is all about how Esau runs his shit, and all through history, his shit always crumbled, and that's why the Lord called him a base man. And we had to figure out how it was ran and feel the like, damn, we can't have this guy running over. You got it. We can't have this guy running this place. How much more the kingdom, man? When you got true rulers, man, under the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shah, how beautiful. Nobody will be sick, you know. Nobody will be having problems with their woman because their woman want to be whores. You know, nobody will be dealing with none of the shit we dealing with here. We have great food that's not infiltrated with bullshit. Huh? We won't be dealing with parasites and ailments and shit.
Precept to what you're saying. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler are, the city is. Such are all they that are dwell therein. So yeah, hey, as you were just saying, you know, hey, you see who's ruling, man. All right, this is why, you know, everyone is so willfully sinning. You know, and you see Esau Edom, man, he's a vile person, he's a wicked man. All right, and this is why you see the manner of the people is, man. All right, the manner of the city. You know, everyone's, you know, so willfully sinning, you know, okay with adultery, murder. Hey, that's Esau Edom for you, man. This is what he pushed out, you know.
Cucking.
Yep.
Cucking, you know, Esau known for letting his wife get ravished in front of him.
Yeah. That's why this is Babylon, man. All right, Atlanta fucking confusion. All right, everything is confusion, man.
That's why you got Esau. He do things with swinger couples.
Yeah.
And all that. Hey, and then you know, I've been on dating apps and in sync, you'll see the Edomite, and you mostly see Edomite women. You'll see Edomite women like, I'm in a relationship, but he knows I'm on here.
Yeah.
You see that shit all the time, man.
It's deep. It's so common around here, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a cousin, uncle. And I was like, bro, he was telling me, like, look, last night I met a, you know, he's telling me, because I call him the pink toe queen, white woman queen, king, because he cold with that shit. But he indulged in dealing with a woman in front of her husband. You know what I'm saying? And it's being offered in Tolono, which is like 5 miles down. That's a thing down there, man. Swinging and stuff like that is a thing. You go down there, that's what you gonna get. It's the thing in these small towns, and Tolono is full of Edomites, man. That's where they go. They in these small towns, letting their wife have because they can't satisfy their wives. They can't. Their wives has already got them by the balls in marriages and shit like that. And their wives is controlling them. And wives is really the wicked motherfuckers, man. You know.
Hey, Esau, he get turned on by that shit.
He get turned on, yeah.
Right, he got a fetish with our people, man. That's why you get the butt breaking and shit during slavery.
Yeah, he got the fetish for the Pringles cans.
Oh yeah.
He got a fetish with our people, man.
We were just speaking on that a few weeks ago about the comedian dude. We got his name.
Ha Davis.
Yeah, Ha Davis and shit. You know, that's what Esau done pushed out, man. You know, you got niggas thinking it's okay to try. You know, so that shit is completely over, bro.
His damn spirit too.
Yeah, right. Because Jake was never really into that.
Hell no.
You know, swinging and all that, man. All right, Esau, as his wickedness increased, what? Jake catch on, and they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They start doing a shit like Esau Edom. Thinking it's cool because Esau Edom says in his kingdom it is cool, which truly you just committing adultery.
Yeah, it's part of his success
That's-
moves, man.
Some real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman, lack of understanding, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. All right, you ain't supposed to sleep with another man, woman. It's just that simple. All right, the Lord put it in the scriptures for a reason. All right, whether you think you swing and he taking your woman and all that. First off, you causing your woman to go off and commit adultery, and you committing adultery, man. That's double sin. And the only penalty for that is death, man. And America has ran on adultery, man.
Ain't no amount of fucking box is worth that shit, man. All right, hey, being put to death, all right, being orchestrated to be put to death by the Heavenly Father. Hey, for some used up box, man, you gotta be out your damn mind, man. All right, but what? Hey, like the brother said, there's no law against adultery over here, man. You go to some of these Eastern countries, and hey, they'll lock your ass up. They'll lock the woman up for committing adultery.
Yeah.
All right.
We just seen a video of an East Indian woman. She was walking up the block, and the whole, all the men in the city was walking behind her, like clocking her upside the head and shit, and pushing her like, bitch, you fucking up. All right, because what? When you do that, you teach another woman how to do that. You put out a vibration to thinking it's cool. So the whole city, which is right, gotta judge it. Which is how we used to go about things, but we can't establish those type of things over here in a wicked ass world like this.
Ecclesiastes 4:13, it says, better is a poor and wise child than an old and foolish king who will no more be admonished. So Esau Edom, he runs shit the way he feels fit, man. He don't want to be corrected. All right? Hey, for him to be such a God-fearing and all this, hey, that he claims to be, and then you look at the statutes and the decrees that he established over here in America, and it's straight contrary to what the scriptures say, man. But this is supposed to be a God-fearing country. Hey, and you people falling for the damn okie doke, man. And then it's so easy to see through it. Right? Even before the truth, I knew that shit. I'm like, this supposed to be, and nothing was ran by the scriptures. Alright? It's just common sense. But you people are just so indulged in fucking wickedness, man. Hey, that you would rather believe a lie. Alright? The people over here in America, they'll rather believe that comfort lie, that comfy lie. Hey, because it allows them to continue in sin. Alright?
And this nigga, he's like the biggest hypocrite, because on one end, it's like, you shouldn't believe the Bible, and, you got to put signs behind it, and then he bring it in his courthouse, and tell you to put your hands on the scriptures, and, and pretty much swear on it when you ain't supposed to be swearing, you know what I'm saying? So he just an all-around hypocrite, man. And the Heavenly Father, he's not dealing with him, man.
And you don't see these devils using the scriptures until they justify and going to war. All right, that's when they pull out. This is a whole God, begotten country. All right, or you had those devils, those small hats. And this is a holy war, they'll call it. Like right now, you got the small hats calling the Palestinians Amalek. All right, when they fucking Amalek, it's crazy, man. When they're the real Amalekites. All right, you got them claiming, and they're calling it a holy war to justify genocide, man.
Double sword.
In Isaiah 10:1, it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. So this devil, that's how he goes and pushes his policy out, man. All right, through his unrighteous laws, man. All right, the scriptures say what through unrighteous dealings and riches got by deceit. All right, how does he do these things? What he puts them in law first, man. All right, just like how he took and raped, robbed, and murdered and committed all type of atrocities over here in America. What? First, he put out the doctrine of discovery, which quote unquote gave them a right to take land from anybody who wasn't under the religion of Christianity, man. All right, so hey, then devil turns around and says he's the chosen people after committing all this goddamn atrocities. What you had the biggest LBG parade over there in Israel, man. Hey, if those are the God's chosen people, why the hell would they do something like that, man? Hey, you people are stupid. Hey, y'all don't know what the hell is going on, man. And you can't see left from right. Hey, the whole world has been had their perception twisted by these devils, man.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also, he shall call craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall he destroy many.
Yeah, it says through his policies, though, man. All right, this is how he's gonna implement, all right, his unrighteous decrees. Which, hey, we got to go into context. This is speaking on Antiochus Epiphanes, also an Edomite, man. But that's their MO. This is how they get down. Hey, throughout their history, man, they'll write it down, and then they'll, hey, when they have the power to enact it, they'll enact some wickedness, man.
Right? It says, he also shall stand up against the prince of princes.
Which is a future prophecy, man. All right, and that's why we know you people, hey, just shut the hell up when it comes to the scriptures, man. All right, hey, because you don't have your wits with it, man. All right, this is now that ending. The scriptures can jump from past to present to future. All right, all in one verse.
Right.
All right, so the prince of the princes, Yahweh Shah, when he makes his return, these devils are actually gonna try to go to war against him, man. All right, they're gonna it said it should be in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Lord's judgment over there, man. All these nations are gonna come to do war against the heavenly Father and his Son. All right, but they're gonna what?
Right. It says, but he should be broken without hand.
All right, but he should be broken without hand, meaning what? That it's not gonna be a thing to the Lord, man. All right, it's not gonna be nothing to Yahweh Shah to just wipe these people the hell out.
That's right.
All right.
And that's how you know they're ungodly, though. Because you trying to fight up against the prince of princes, but whole time you're supposed to be a man of the Lord. You're supposed to be so godly, having all these, oh, this is a holy war. We're fighting because we're trying to protect what God gave us. But how you going to fight up against the prince of princes at the same time? Right? The deliverer. This is who you going to try to come up against, man. That's how we know you are the wicked. You are the ungodly, man. When the Lord come back, he going to come back and destroy your motherfucking ass, man.
Yeah, it said that no nation is more proud than Esau. I was just watching it was a clip that was going around where it was this Edomite. He was going up to, I guess he was a Christian Edomite. He was going up to MAGA believers, MAGA followers, and then he was asking them if Jesus, he was using the word Jesus. He was asking if JC, came around and would he need papers for immigration? And they said they was like, would Jesus be allowed in America? And this Edomite woman, she said, as long as he had his proper papers. All right, the man who created everything, these Edomites are proud enough to tell him, hey, you're gonna have to go through proper documentation, all right, to be over here in America. All right, and that pride is gonna cease. Hey, the pride of Esau is gonna be brought real low, man. Because this devil, he just come around and just spit straight blasphemy out his damn mouth.
Right. And that's how you know he don't have no understanding, because if he understood it, he'd understand that through that the Heavenly Father Yahweh gave Yahweh Shah the power to create everything. Everything, creature, everything, walking. So Yahweh Shah is your creator. This is who you telling that you, oh, we just know him as a prophet. No, he's creator. Right? He created your motherfucking ass. Your devil ass. But you can sit up here and say that the Lord is going to have to come down and he's going to have to sit down and sign up. No, that's not what the Lord is going to come do, man.
And that's a stumbling block for Jake too. Jake think the Lord ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Lord ain't create everything, man. Yahweh Shai, man.
Hey, they'll try to give the thanks to the universe or some shit.
Their ancestors, man. And Esau, that's how you know Esau's been running this world, because Jake's mindset is warped, man. He think Esau did this shit.
Yeah.
He think Esau's so entitled and narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? That he thinks that Jake got Jake thinking that he that's why Esau puts these propaganda out here, man, as if he ruling the heavens and he ruling shit and he got the space stations. You got
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who will bring me down to the ground.
He got that pride, like man, I got the satellites up here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever shit going on up there, we got this. No, you don't. You don't have this. You just putting out propaganda. You know what I'm saying? We know that this devil ain't got no fucking power at all. But people be like, oh no, America, we fighting to get to the moon. They never touched the moon. They came past that Van Iron belt, man.
Yeah, the Van Allen belt.
All that pride is they looking at their propaganda too. They done lied to their people the whole through these decades and stuff, man. They people retarded and what cognitive dissonance, man.
Yeah, the word NASA means to deceive.
To deceive. They all think NASA got the Central Intelligence in it. No, man. That's all a lie, man.
Why would it's got so many different videos of catching these devils up about being in space? I remember we was watching that one video and they was supposed to be a spaceship in space and the goddamn mouse was running around. You'll have videos where they supposed to be in zero gravity, and then people will start getting caught on the strings and shit. Like,
right.
Hey, if y'all would really have the capabilities of being in space, there would be no reason to lie about those things, man.
They were trying to get them to swear on the Bible and stuff,
Yeah, they didn't put his hand on there like when we go that route.
Because they know that it's a fucking Hollywood. And behind the scenes, they know it's some shit up there. This is what's really going on. We got these $1 trillion ass telescope, and look, there's some shit up there. We don't know what we scared. The what they call it, EAP, whatever, UAP sightings and stuff.
Why the fuck would you come back that close?
Right. Probably didn't have to
We ain't
back
have to
up.
come back that close.
Well, yeah, man. The craziness is that they know that there is something up there, which is in the scriptures, all right, that they can't understand. But they want to give the people a false Wizard of Oz ass shit. And the people really believe it. That's why when the shit happens, that these people are going to go down to Egypt for help. Because Egypt, through their movies and through their stars and through their policies, Egypt is just looked apart. They're not even telling you that Egypt meaning America, the bondage, place of bondage right now, they're not even telling you that they're being killed over there in Iran. They're not telling you that they're losing to Iran. They're not telling you. People I experiment. I go to school, go to work, and I go be around them old white men that's 58, 50. No more wisdom and team, and they should be knowing what the fuck I know. And I'm asking them like, dude, they killing like 60, 70, 100 soldiers. Oh yeah, and they don't want to hear that shit. They go into other stuff. They don't even know. You got it.
I had that quick precept on it. I want to get back to that.
I ain't gonna ramble.
There's a lot on there.
Go ahead.
Verse 4, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord.
Hey, we always gotta bring the point out of this devil aligning itself with the eagle, man. All right, hey, that's a clear sign of who the Edomites would be. All right, their animal symbol would align with being an eagle. All right, the American eagle. All right, you had Germany. Their symbol was the eagle. Ancient Rome was the eagle. All right, yeah, Petra too. All right, which is modern day Petra is Edom. All right, let you know, and they got something called the 7 wonders of the world, which is supposed to be like the most glorious places, and Petra happens to be part of that list that they made, man. Letting you know they're giving a shout out back to their homeland, man.
Separate yourself from mental slavery.
I forgot it was the Edomite came out maybe like sometime last year, maybe like 6-7 months ago, and he was talking that proud shit. He had his suit on. He was like, "We are Petra. We are this. We are the founders." He was
Didn't
popping,
even know. He was,
what I'm saying? Didn't even know that, he was
finding
pretty
himself.
much exposing himself. You know what I'm saying?
condemning himself.
He was condemning himself, man. He was pretty much admitting that we are the Edomites. You know, without saying it, you know. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah, so for so long, Esau Edom was looked at as the wise. All right, I didn't heard it plenty. You better listen to that white man. How many times brothers heard that growing up, man? All right, as if this motherfucker had all the answers or something, man.
Yeah, I mean, even with the gender wars in our community, you got the white women, the white men, they don't do that. They don't treat their women like that. Like they got the wisdom and the wisdom of relationships, the wisdom of shit. They always compare the white man. He know about stops. See, man, no, they done cheated. They way to where they at. You know what I'm saying?
But you got the so-called, I forgot the term that they're calling it. Hey, when when somebody, when a man kills his whole damn family. I forgot the term, start with an F, like femicide or something like that. All right, and he's number one in this shit, man.
Yeah, and his own, he'd take his own self.
Yeah, and Esau Edom, he's so wicked, man. It's just in his spirit. Everything could be going good for the devil. All right, he could be having an amazing job, you know, wife and kids.
2 Maybachs.
You know, 401k put up, family business, and you look up and he be killing his whole goddamn family, man. And then when they show you a picture of the Edomite, you'll see that he look like a happy family. You see him with little Jimmy and shit. That whole time, hey, he's bugged out his fucking mind, man.
Bugged out his mind.
He's a fucking murderer.
That pride, that's why the Lord gave us eyes to see and ears to hear, man. We can see through that shit. We can see through the deception. He probably was out loud, but the motherfucker was fucked up in the brain. They demons, bro. And the Lord is working on their ass. I bet you if you seen Jeffrey Dahmer out of this motherfucker on a regular day, you would have like, man, he seemed cool. He look like he go to the library type shit. That motherfucker's the devil.
2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So, hey, now that these Edomites are being revealed for what the hell they are, now you're seeing a lot of, they're calling it white hates and all this, these other things, as if, people are not justified in hating hating you motherfuckers, man. Hey, because the truth of what you, been doing around the planet Earth.
And continue to.
Yeah, and continue. It's not like you got exposed. You know, usually when you expose a people for something or a person, they'll stop it or at least try to hide it. Hey, he continues to go on with wickedness. All right, people have been complaining for years. Hey, America's always at war. Stop these useless wars. And what? He study engages in them, man.
Yeah, stop the wars and steady engaging. And then we look at the Nolan Wills case. They'd be like, stop putting race in it.
Yeah.
Then it's another young Jake a week later going through the same thing. He was with a group of white kids.
It's not race. It happens to everybody.
It's not race. No, it's how is, I mean, shit. The event that happened right after it debunks you because it's just happening, man. You can't really come on, man. None of that shit's working no more. None of that old get Jake back into white. What about black on black crime? What about the 83% of white on white crime? Whites kill each other 83%. All right. What about that going on?
When the last time,
you know what I'm saying? No, you got it.
When the last time you can name Jake dropping a bomb?
So-called white.
All right, dropping a bomb on another nation, man. All right, and when all these bombs are being let off, and for the most part, it be European on European violence, man.
Yeah, European Edomite thugs.
Yeah, Edomite fucking gangsters, man.
Thugs, man. They're the original thugs, man. Destroying lands.
Look at the Polynesian Wars alone. All right, look how Esau Edom was coming, man, during that time of the Greeks, man. Look what they was doing. None of that ever changed. It's always been division among them. You know, the scriptures talk about kingdom cannot stand, roughly paraphrasing, man.
Satan cast out Satan.
Satan cast out Satan. How should this kingdom stand? All right, but having end, it's all leading to Esau Edom's end. They coming up against each other. So it's not like it's, Jake on Jake, black, so-called black on black crime that's bringing this kingdom down. Esau Edom is bringing it down itself, but Yahweh Shai is behind it, causing the division. But Esau Edom is, bringing it forth, so to speak, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He doing his worldwide destruction.
Right.
You know that the little shit Jake do
In his
the
own
hood
community.
Can't
His
compare
own-
to
it
what,
can't compare to this nigga going throughout the whole entire planet Earth, causing hell. The scripture say, "Who has not felt his wrath, man?"
Esau sent Edomite, knowing that our women love white men because they got that stock on. Edomite with AIDS into the hood and get all the women fucked up. That's how Esau do it. Go ahead, you got
Like
AIDS.
500 of them.
Yeah, that's Esau. The CIA, he'll make him a CIA agent
Why wasn't he even locked up for that shit?
because he was a CIA agent.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That was his mission. He gave that motherfucker some medicine to maintain, and you get paid. You already got the shit. Go ahead and get out there and do what we want you to do. That's why Esau put Jake in the prisons. Get Jake all, Did you see that Jake in Atlanta? That's one of them. These prisons is farms of creating the monsters too. You know what I'm saying? You seen that young Jake that in Atlanta? He was like, man, he said, I gotta be. It's a young Jake went to jail for I think killing and shit like that. He was up in prison, man, crying. He's like, man, I gotta suck. Oh, y'all did, man. I can't. Oh my gosh, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had to do the whole. That's how they doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? A young Jake thought he was hard out in the hood. Now he in there giving every man a fellatio force. Like, you know what I'm saying? He crying. He in hell because of this shit is real, bro. They got it out there.
And Edom allows it, man.
You know, and he ain't just doing that. He doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on, bro. Buck, they are like, well, that's what I mean. They remain the buck breaking farms. They never left. They ain't never left, man.
You got it, Jay?
This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How should his kingdom stand? All right, and this is why America is falling out, man. All right, and the Lord is bringing division. You know, Satan casting out Satan. You know, well, you got Christianity against Judaism, like you mentioned earlier. You got small hats. You know, hey, the Lord is bringing the division, man. You know, to bring this place down. And Esau Edom is being exposed, man. You know,
You just had I forgot what state it was, but you had a young Edomite male, he was the first person to get locked up for so quote unquote Jewish hate, speaking online against them.
yep.
And that's what they on real hard right now, man. They on that real hard, man. So that's why the famine of the word is coming. Because right now, the word, like my algorithm, been a whole bunch of Edomites speaking up against these
That's
small
what my
hats,
algorithm
man.
look like on Facebook.
Yeah, I was on TikTok. It was like a video. It wasn't even super, known for real. It was an Edomite. He was calling out the small hats like, yeah, y'all ain't the real.
Yeah.
Black people is the real. Woo. So now, that spirit is out there exposing. Well, we know who the real Israelites are.
Yeah, even I always
You got
say,
whole presidents of Spain.
even if they don't agree that our people are the Israelites, they for sure agree on that those people are not.
Yeah. Yeah, they agree. They know that. What it was a quote. He was like, man, I know he said that those brothers, they claim they are the chosen, but they do not act like the chosen. They act like the seeds of Satan. You know what I'm saying? This coming out of their own. This ain't coming from us.
Real quick, stop. Was you already started on that?
Nah, I ain't about that.
Okay, real quick for him. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
And ain't that serious? That's real. All that flee them shall flee away. Now look, the same. He said, what, Spain, France, all of the NATO has backed down. They turned their backs on America because of America's merging with these people. So look, come with it again. You can bring it out again, huh? They just turned their back on America because of the least drawing out the flock.
Psalm 64 and 8. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah. So they getting criticized by their own, and the people is like, what the fuck is going on? Bible prophecy is going on. That's what's going on. At this moment, everybody is being moved by the Lord. At this moment, right now, everybody's being moved. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it's always been that way because the scripture said that the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord.
Yeah.
Right? And the Lord, the Lord give it to whoever so he willeth. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So, hey, the Lord, set them up, and he's caused them to come up against each other.
But you had the state of Israel, I believe, got exactly who said it. But they were saying that one of their biggest threat at the moment is Turkey, which is prophecy, man. All right, so you have all these different Edomite nations. They're starting to look at America as an enemy, man. All right.
The weak say I'm strong. Well, Tucker Carlson, what he said, he was like, he was talking, I think, Stephen A. Smith. He was like, what if Trump is just being genuine and he doesn't want them to have nuclear weapons? Tucker was like, it's almost like you need nuclear weapons so they don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Korea has nuclear weapons. Do you see America going over there? You know what I mean? Just let the weak say I'm strong. When you have defense from these wicked motherfuckers, they can't do nothing. They ain't there no more. That's why then they feeling that shit. You know, their pride has deceived them, and they keep erasing the past of what they've done to those countries over the years, bombing them, and them countries like no more, not again. And that's how them countries come, especially Iran. Iran is not coming for they playing no more. All right, these people don't even realize that Bible prophecy is America's falling, man. Babylon is falling, man. They can't do. There ain't no defending themselves no more. No more bullies. Everybody getting them a nuclear weapon because you ain't fucking with nobody with the nuclear weapons no more.
Hey, which is, I always thought that was strange as a kid. Also, the fact that America could have massive, these weapons of mass destruction, but then you could tell another country that they couldn't. All right, how can you tell a whole another nation of people what the hell they can do over there with their people? All right, with their resources. Hey, if we think you building something we don't want y'all to build, we're gonna attack you. That never made sense.
Right. Hast thou become weak as weak? Like the scriptures say. You know, they become weak.
Ezekiel 38:1, it says, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, in the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Dubah, and prophesy against them. It says, and they say, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I am against thee, O God, and chief priest of Tabah. All right, so Turkey, man. All right, with Gomer, all these different nations, Magog, all right, Russia. All right, they're prophesied of doing what? Bring it out, it says, And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and to put hooks in thy jaws is what? To direct. The Lord is directing something, right? He's gearing them up for war. When you, in the ancient times, all right, you will put hooks in an animal's mouth, and that's so you can direct them into which way you wanted them to move. All right, so the Lord is what? He's moving through these nations, all right, and he's making them gear up for the time of World War III.
Wrong.
It says, in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with swords of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all them handling swords. Persia, all right, which is a modern day Iran, all right, and what you see and what's going on with now. So these are the times that we're living into. Ethiopia, all right, and Libya. These are all different nations that are at odds with America. It says all of them with shields and helmet. Gomer, all right, which is Turkey, and all his bands, the house of Turga and Torgamo and the north quarters and all his bands, and with many people, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy company that assemble unto thee, and thou be a guard unto them. So all these, that's speaking about Russia, man. Going to be that the nation of people that's going to be a guard unto these smaller nations, man. All right, so eventually they're going to come against America and send nuclear missiles over here, right? Ballistic missiles that's going to annihilate America, man. I said that this place will be wasted in an hour. All right, so it's gonna be some. This shit is gonna shake.
Yeah, it's gonna shake, man. It's a lot of things that's gonna not come. The oil is gonna get bad, and then I've even seen the information centers are really soaking in the water and taking them underground to the elites. So it's gonna be a water war out here. You know what I'm saying? That Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And it's going to be scarce. Things are going to be scarce.
Yeah, it's going to be a shortage.
You know what I'm saying? I just got to thinking like, man, it's going to be a shortage of that's why you need the Lord. It's going to be a shortage in antibiotics, lots of infections. Hey, what you said, what else I said? Damn, the garbage trucks won't be working.
Pestilence going to be a
pestilence, all that shit's gonna build up, man.
Water gonna be cut off.
Water gonna be cut off. People gotta defecate. They gotta shit.
Everything is already fucking poisoned to death. All right, yeah, this shit is about to go up, man.
And Jake, women, and everybody's not used to that state. So they start panicking. They're not thinking straight. You know what I'm saying?
But you have the American population. They're built on convenience.
Yep, convenience.
All right, so once the convenience of these things are taken away from them, this is how this devil is going to get a lot of people to bow the knee, all right, and taking this micro C hip, all right? All right, they're going to be willing to be pricked because they're going to want some, go back to what, quote unquote, normality, all right? They want to go back to a normal life. And you can just go to work and just, you know, be with the kids and chill and watch some TV, because that type of lifestyle is going to be stripped away.
So we don't know what our ancestors knew out here when we couldn't depend on the government. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers knew how to chop down trees, make a tent, start fires. We don't know none of that shit. Majority of us don't. We just now coming into it. Ain't got time to figure it out because we got to work. We still in servitude. We still in slavery. You know what I'm saying? All we got is the Lord, bro. Some of us out there prophesying in cities. Some of us in these small towns. The resources get scarce, man.
And before all that's get short, the first thing that's gonna get short is the word. Alright? The famine of the word is gonna come, man. And for all you people, put the Lord off day by day. Alright, eventually you're gonna be cut off from even hearing the words of the Lord, man. Alright, it's not gonna be readily available to you, man. Hey, because through all this, our people are still concerned with folly every damn day, man. Every day it's just folly. You see it increasing. As time go on, it's like more and more demons is just hopping on these people. All right, you see them wilding out, bugging out in the streets, fighting more, shooting more, killing more. All right, the closer we get to the end of this, man. All right, it's demons on these people.
It's Revelation chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. See thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Right? And truly talking about inflation, man. Measure of wheat for a penny. So a lot of things that people buy now is going to cost more. All right? Hey, it's going to take a lot more than what you working now. All right? You may working 30, 40 hours, a week or whatever. All right? You look up, you get paid and you able to, buy certain things. All that's going to change. It's going to take a lot more hours, all right, to work and buy what you want with the inflation, because everything going to start going up. It's going to take a lot more work, and then the time is going to come, like Yahushua said, where no man shall work. All right? Ain't going to be no work. You ain't going to be able to go to work and look, apartment living made easy. All that shit is going to stop. It ain't going to be that easy no more, man. See, like the scriptures say, see that I heard not the oil, all right, and the wine. All right? Hey, going into the things that are convenient for you, and ultimately there's knowledge, man. All right, this oil, this wine, you're going to need the knowledge. You're going to need your Yahushua to get you through it. All right, you ain't going to know where your next meal is going to come from, and then who you going to lean on then. Because if you ain't leaning on your Yahushua, you're going to run down to Egypt for help. Because you don't trust in nothing. You don't have faith built up in the Lord enough to have the patience to say, and the belief that the Lord going to look out for me.
So you're going to lean on the feelings and emotions of the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the woman do, she get in her emotions and make bad decisions. When we get into this truth and we got persuaded with the Lord help us make wise decisions, because wisdom and knowledge become the stability of our time. When you ain't got the Lord, you make bad decisions because you in your emotions about the time. You got a headache, you got an infection, you can't think straight. You ain't got that comfort in the Lord. So you can really, and lean on the Lord to have good, to have a way out of the wickedness that you in, or to have patience through the wickedness that you in. You know what I'm saying? To see the light at the end of the tunnel through the scriptures of Yahushua, man. Nobody's gonna have that, man. They're gonna be panicking, making fucked up decisions, which will usually lead to their death. And that's what it's all about.
I can keep going. Go ahead. Right? This is verse 7. And when he had opened the 4th seal, I heard a voice from of the 4th beast say, come and see. And I looked and beheld a pale horse. And his name set on him was Death. And hell followed with him. And power was given to him over the 4th part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with beasts of the earth. Right? So that fourth horse, that pale horse, represents death and destruction, man. And power was given to what? Pretty much, let off the floodgates of hell, man. All right, motherfuckers can't eat, starving, with hunger. Shit is gonna get bad. And you know why? Go ahead, brother. Get that precept real quick.
Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 20. Verse 22. Sown places shall suddenly appear unsown.
See, all the sown places shall suddenly appear unsown. Right? Everything that's sown is going to appear unsown. Yeah, you got that weight, you know, you had that weight on. That's going to be unsown. This motherfucker's going to drop that weight, you know? The storehouse is going to be found empty. What you going to do then? You can't go to the store and get food. Now what? What we going to do? We don't go here, brother.
Finish it out. It says, sown places shall suddenly appear unsown, and full storehouses shall suddenly be found to be empty.
Right, the full storehouses are going to be found empty.
Where baby at? It's food in the
Right. You know?
Damn.
Your Walmart empty. Your Snooks empty. Then what you going to do, man?
Man, they gonna turn into zombies, man. Start eating each other, you know? They was just speaking on how the woman without her meds and shit, man. You know, so imagine what's gonna be going through a motherfucker's head.
With her child, around her child. Women will kill their child. Just like you see like a female dog, man. Just having puppies. They fuck around that female dog might eat the damn baby.
Yeah.
It's so many creatures, female creatures, that give birth to the child, to a baby, and eat the damn baby because they fucked up in the brain. Imagine a bitch without no pharmaceuticals, bro.
Right.
Then your brain, it rewires itself when you're that hungry.
Yeah.
And you won't come back to your senses until you get something on your damn
And
stomach.
then they've been eating pork all this time, and all these meats, they got nothing but parasites controlling their brain. The parasite like, man, yeah, you hungry. You know what I mean? This motherfucker, you know what I mean? It ain't even just them, it's the parasites altering their brain to get that shit, and they can't even think straight.
I got something. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So all these things are happening. Brothers is going to be clapping their damn hands, man, because we know, hey, that the time is short for Esau Edom at that point, man. All right, these are the signs and the wonders. 2nd Esdras 9, the 9th chapter, measure the time diligently, man, within itself. So these are the signs that we're looking for. The crashing of the markets, all right? All right, famine in the streets. Hey, we see these things. These are outliners for what's to come. Like right now, you can, if you go to the gym and you go like at early in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock, and you start seeing more people, like they said that gym memberships have increased or whatnot. But that's a outliner for what? That's an outliner for people not being at work because the economy is crashing. You got a lot more people with free time on their hand, man.
And people use gyms because they
Stress
homeless.
reliever,
So
too.
they homeless.
Yeah.
They got to go get a shower in and shit like that. They ain't got no place to stay. So now they got to get their shower in. And then now let's work out. Let's go do Uber so I can make enough money to get a hotel. It's a lot of women that been doing that shit, man. They ain't got they gym membership because niggas is homeless, boy.
Yeah. Sleeping in the parking lot.
Yeah.
In the car and shit.
Come on now.
There's no state in the United States where minimum wage can get you a 2-bedroom apartment. Which I was ran across an article. It was going into that. Hey, pretty much the equivalent of having a minimum wage job in 1990. All right, 1970 is the equivalent of having a $100,000 salary now. All right, so hey, you want 6 figures and all that. That was just a minimum wage. That was the equivalent of having a minimum wage job back in 1970. Yeah. All right, so that lets you know that the dollar is through. It's crashed. It's over with, man.
Yeah, it's lost percentages.
It's over with, man.
I got something. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 9. Yes, I will punish those who participate in NLT. Yes, I will punish those who participate in pagan worship ceremonies and those who fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. On the day, says the Lord, a cry of alarm will come from the fish gate.
Yeah, all right. So a cry of alarm will come from the fish gates, man. Which, hey, back in ancient times, we would use a fish as a currency. All right, that would be the marketplace. All right, your modern day a diversion of like your modern day malls and stands where you know they having sales, all right, a place of business.
Like what you call it, swap meet or something like that. You know what I mean? They got merch. They selling clothes.
They selling this,
good fabrics.
Trading fish for bread.
Fish for bread, yeah. Bartering.
Yep. Barter system.
Barter system. You know?
It says, an echo throughout the north quarter of the city, and a great crash will sound from the hills.
Yeah, so a great crashing, man. All right, is gonna sound. All right, when you go into what hills and mountains, it represents what governments. All right, countries, nations.
It says, verse 11, wail and sorrow, all you who live in the market area, for all the merchants and traders will be destroyed.
Yeah, all these things are gonna be, all right, cut off. All right,
I will search the lanterns in Jerusalem's darkest corners to punish those who sit complacent in their sins.
Yeah, so the Lord is gonna, the people, all right, 2/3 of Israel, the Lord is looking at their sins, man. He's searching them out, seeing who's worthy, who's calling out, all right, for his return. All right, and whoever is cool what the hell is going on, the Lord is gonna kill your ass.
Yep, marking the men who signed crop for all the abominations.
Yep. And what's that mark that the brother was speaking on is that's a mark of exemption.
For what?
All right? All right, the exemption is what? The exemption of the judgment that's about to come upon our planet Earth, man.
That's right. They think the Lord will do nothing to them, either good or bad. So their property will be plundered. Their homes will be ransacked. They will build new homes, but never live in them. They will plant vineyards, but never drink wine from them.
All right, yeah, so these people what? Hey, they think that everything is going to be all good for forever. All right? And you can tell by the mindset of these people, man. When you look at them, that's why they don't want to hear no bad news when you're talking about what's going on in the world. They'll shun it. They'll cut it. They'll tune it out because, hey, to them, this shit is going to last forever. All right? These people can't comprehend America falling. All right? They think that this place is so goddamn strong that ain't nothing can happen to it. But it's being, right now in your lifetime that you're living currently at this moment, it's being shown that it's not that big bully no more, man. All right? You got Iran, tearing America the fuck up right now, man.
I'm talking about fucking them up. In America.
And then it's inconvenient, all right, to side with America. Hey, because Iran is saying what? Hey, you fucking with them, we'll hit your ass with something. You know? Hey, you letting America come over there and use your base as a way to load up and, you know, have a more strategic area to ship out from, and we hitting your ass over there then.
Yeah, Iran, they even got like AI videos of them like dissing, like got rap songs dissing America. Like they on some AI rap shit too. They like, man, we wish a nigga would, you know, using AI and shit, bro. Taunting.
And those Persians have always been not a nation to be playing with, man.
Always.
Wild men.
Wild men, yes sir.
This is James chapter 4, verse 13. It says, go to now ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get again and get gain.
And that's the mindset of our people, man. All right, and just the people of this world in general is what they think that everything is gonna be good.
Today gonna be like tomorrow.
Yeah, they can't see the evil that's coming, man.
Verse 14, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, but what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away.
And that's how quick things can change, man. All right, a vapor, man. Hey, that's something that comes and goes. All right, real quickly. All right, that's how quick life can change for you, man.
Real talk, because like the scriptures say that 1,000 one day in the heavens is like 1,000 years upon earth. So as man liveth, what a man truly only live up to 70, 80, 70, years old in society, man, that's like 7 minutes, man. In the heavens, it's like they boom and going back to the spirit, boom, going back to the spiritual world, man. People are constantly going back to the spiritual world.
Jake barely making it to 60, man. Jake barely making it to 57.
So now 35 years old is the new middle age.
Yeah.
You know? It says, verse 15, for thou ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil.
Yeah, that's evil, man. I'm good. All right? I'm straight. I got money. All right? That's the mindset of our people be dead fucking broke poor. I mean, they think, hey, that Esau gave them a little job and they're just well off forever, man.
Yeah. Even Big Mama through, because she'll say, I got JC. I'm good.
They can't cut off our link. I didn't heard these shit. We're not just bringing this shit out our ass.
You think they'll do that?
Right. I heard my own mama say they'll never do that. I'm wow. That's very proud to say.
They'll never cut the. Then they got plans of cutting this shit off, man.
They'll cut your water off. They'll cut your power off.
In November, this is facts. In November, they finna cut your housing out for real. In November, it's coming up. It's coming up right now. All right, it's gonna be more homeless people, and this is happening, man. This is for real. They cutting housing in November.
What you had companies like BlackRock and all these other, they bought up all these properties, man. All right, they went around this whole country buying up everything, hey, just to put your ass out, raise the prices up on everything,
and it's gonna trickle down because certain homeowners, home landlords, they depend on that money. All right, they depend on that voucher that these people get. And if it don't come, you got the property guy going ain't gonna be able to pay his mortgage. You got the people that use the housing ain't gonna be able to live nowhere. It's all gonna trickle down because a lot of people that own shit, they depend on the government to get that check. It's not gonna happen no more, man. It's gonna be cut.
Most of those landlords are rather for you to have some of those assistance so they know it's coming in, you know?
Yeah. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Right? This is 2 Ezra 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and those evils be ye even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, be as pilgrims. You know, brothers just speaking on how, hey, you're gonna get kicked out. The time is gonna come, you may get kicked out the fucking house. Yeah. You know, you might not have a place to go. Yeah. So you're gonna be as pilgrims, man. All right? And that's why the Lord said, hey, hear my word. You know, and this is the word right here, man.
Right, man.
Right through the prophets.
Make you ready for the battle, man. Yeah. The Lord is got his man out to tell you, hey, listen, you better get ready, man, because what the Lord is about to bring, you're going to need him. That's what we're telling you. Everything that we're saying, it goes back to the source of you going to need Yahweh Shah. All right, we are the message. The Lord sent us out to tell your ass, man. Hey, listen, this is what I'm getting ready to do. Tell my people to get ready for the battle, because in that day, your ass going to be as a pilgrim. Yeah. All right, yeah. What pilgrims do? They travel. Yeah. Ultimately, they travel to get to a holy place.
Yeah. And speaking of that, through the Spirit, remember I was telling y'all they travel, right? Yeah. We need to start getting our map game on. Of course, the Lord gonna give us guidance, but through the Spirit, I'm like, man, Jake can start reading the maps because the GPS ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep, brother, you should already be reading your map.
You should already be reading your maps, man.
Yep, and I got something for that too.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
He's talking about that. I got something perfect for that too.
Yeah.
It's gonna clean all that up, you know. Hey, the Lord is making us ready for the battle too.
Yeah, the thoughts in you, because the average Jake ain't thinking about that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord put thoughts in your brain. You know, he'll put he'll put it there, and you gotta know what's going on. Yeah. Know that's what that man. The Lord got me thinking. Okay.
Yep, man's goings on the Lord.
Man's goings on the Lord.
Proverbs, Isaiah 5 and 8, it says, woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there is no place that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. And that's what the elites have done, man. They're going around the whole world. I'm going to speak mainly America, all right? But they've done many places in other countries the same way. All right, they went around everywhere through America buying every house. All right, buying every piece of land. All right, hey, to put the poor out, man. All right, that's how this devil's operating, man. And then you look up, and they own everything, man. I think it's the 1% that own 90% of the wealth. I probably got it's probably more than that at this point.
Yeah. Black Rock and Vanguard and other families. They own all that shit, man.
Yeah, so you've been put in an unwinnable position for real, man. If you're trying to go about this carnally, there's no out of this, man. All right, it's going to take a divine intervention from the Heavenly Father. All right, that's the only way you can make, just like that we were in the times of Egypt. All right, there was no possible way that we could have, rose up and hey, we would have been destroyed. All right, it took the Heavenly Father to come there and show his might. All right, we're right back in that same situation.
Drones, man. We can't do nothing with them drones, boy. We need the Lord. We need a divine intervention.
Yeah.
We need the Lord. But Esau got them drones. He got drones here.
AI robots.
He got shit going on. He got shit going on, man.
You got flock cameras everywhere watching you. All right. Everything's being turned into a big brother state, man.
You see, everybody started to rouse up and they started to smack the cameras and saying, "Fuck that, we don't want to be." You know what I'm saying?
And what all that's gonna cause is what Esau to come with more draconian laws, man. All right, so next time, the next person who does that, they're gonna make an example with somebody getting 15, 20 years for it.
It's
So,
life.
Now
you're going against, this new world order.
Yep.
So the penalty is worse. But hey, the Lord said that you should build houses and not live in them. And another man should pretty much own them and live in them. And, these are the curses, man.
See, these cameras, that's Esau's angels. That's Esau, because the Lord got his angels watching, you know what I mean, to and fro. But Esau got his big brother surveillance camera. That's his left hand side angel type shit. Right. That's why I ain't got it on your big. That's why Jake want a big screen. You just got a big ass surveillance camera for yourself.
Your Wi-Fi box watching.
Your Wi-Fi box watching. You just got and you really like voluntarily surveillance you.
And they can tap in even when it's off.
Yeah.
Unplugged, they can tap in.
Easy.
And if you look at everything Yahweh Shai got, Esau Edom got on the left hand side. Yeah. Like the Lord got his angels and they got their surveillance cameras. All right, they got their I always forget the name of those niggas that's in the sea and all that. The Navy SEALs. But the Lord got his got Leviathan. He got his drones. The Lord got the cherries.
The UAPs and UFOs be going into the seas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So everything, the Lord they got on the left-hand side. But the Lord gave them the power to do that because truly the showdown it's finna go down. Esau Edom, I can't even say you gonna need everything because it don't matter how much this nigga got, he gonna lose. So I can't even say you gonna need it, motherfucker, but spiritually, he is gonna fucking need it, man.
It remind me of watching that Superman movie, bro. Because we know Yahweh Shai is what it is. And we gonna Lord willing, we're gonna have that divine intervention, and we're gonna be because Lex Luthor had drones all on Superman. It was, you know what I'm saying, he had it going on the left hand side. I'm rich and I got drones and I got a whole airspace team that can, he had motherfuckers attack Superman and know Superman every move through the drones. You know what I'm saying? And he was being successful. It looked like he was being successful, but at the end, they tell you in the movies, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's deep, bro.
Isaiah 14:13 it says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north," which is America. It says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." And that's his whole thing, man. All right, he's trying to accomplish what the Lord accomplished, with carnal means. All right, that's his whole MO. He wants to be God. He wants to be Esau Edom wants to be your God, man. All right, and he's gonna become these people God if you take that MOTB, and that's why that's the sin that's unforgivable, man. There's no coming back from that. All right, and that's why we warn against that heavily. And you got these other camps that tell you that the MOTB not even that. All right, leading their congregation to destruction. Because they're gonna believe, I can take that and still pray to the Lord. You gonna take that, and that devil will control your goddamn brain.
That's what he gonna do.
Like ISUPK, they told their congregation that, man, you stupid if you don't go down there and get that juice.
Now look, now look today you
Now
got
it's coming
Fauci, and it's been coming out. It's just Jake
Right.
already took that
Right.
dig and it altered his brain. He can't even
Right.
see it no more because it's been programmed.
Right. Then you look at IUIC. You know, all those marketing video, there ain't no C hip. There ain't no shit, you know. That's why we say you ain't supposed to be, you know, if you are a young brother or if you're a sister that watch these videos, and the spirit is supping with you, with this being the MOTB and you know it in your spirit, you ain't supposed to be watching everybody else, man. All right?
Especially
Stick to
no
what
young
you was
brothers.
taught, man. All right, from the elders, from the apostles to on down, man.
Yeah, especially no young brother, man.
Yeah, no young brother should be watching.
Hey, because brothers,
Yeah.
we'll tap in and see, because we'll see if they're going off and we'll correct it.
Cause
Hey, but
right
you-
now, it's like I got I'm gonna watch. It's a Bishop Nathaniel video finna come on later on. I'm talking about. I'm finna just see what if he go. I'm finna see what I'm finna. I know what to see. You know what I'm saying?
Know
He
what I'm
about to
saying?
talk about the. I'm finna see what he talking about. What
Right.
he talking about?
That's right. And then on top of that, you a prophet. That's your job.
Yeah.
Your job is to go see and you know, weed it up, not weed it out. All right, but
Filter
filter
the
it with the
bones.
scripture. You
Yeah, filter through the scripture.
know what I'm saying?
But if he ain't, he going off. He gonna be going off.
We're gonna correct his ass, man.
That's right.
But it's gonna be some history or something like that he gonna probably say on point. You know what I'm saying?
13.
But not if it ain't, you know.
Hey, and that's go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principle of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of the strong meat.
That's right. All right, so when you young and you coming up, you in need of milk and not of strong meat. Hey, you ought to, you know, start with the basics, deal with the basics, get the basics down on point, and then you start to develop over time. Go ahead, bro.
For everyone that
The spirit.
useth milk is unskillful
Right.
in the word of the righteousness.
Right. So a lot of you too young, you ain't skillful enough to be able to filter what somebody else is saying, what another camp is saying. All right, you still kind of straddle on the fence. All right, so that'll bug you out. Now you believe a little bit of this, and you don't know if you believe this, you straddle on the fence because you ain't skillful like that. Go ahead, bro.
For he is a babe,
But you're a babe, you still a babe, go ahead.
but strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age.
Right, strong meat belonging to them that are of full age. So, you know, the deeper the knowledge is, all right, the heavier the knowledge belonging to them that have, you know, had their, you know, spirit and minds exercised. Go ahead, bro.
It says full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
Right, you got your senses exercised to
Yeah.
discern both good and evil. All right, a lot of you too young, you ain't got to that level yet through the spirit, you know.
Go through the spirit, yeah.
I got something else for you. That's it on there. Sirach 3:21. It says, "Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength." All right, so yeah, you gotta be, you know, like the brother was just going into, man. Some things is just too much for y'all, man. All right, keep it. Hey, if the spirit is supping with you, and you know that, the brothers from Great Millstone is pushing that 100% truth, then stick with it, man.
Right, because you got to understand a lot of things is all faith. It's faith based. All right. So if, you know, if an apostle or an older brother is telling you, hey, this is what's right, I need a deeper answer. All right, you like it. If I need something deep, can I get out a little? Now over time, yeah, you get your, you know, okay, more understanding on certain things, but you know, a lot of things is just faith. You gotta you know, filter it with faith sometimes.
Hey, when I was first coming into the walk, hey, and I was looking at all them other camps, everyone, you know, you're gonna check out a little bit of everybody when you
Yeah.
come in. And shit, hey, they was off as hell. Shit, I was there, I remember, because this brother was already in the walk. All right, and the shit I was coming back and saying, I'm like, man, is this that and that this? He like, man, hey, stop watching them niggas, man. All right, because they will send your ass off. All right, now you wondering, is the Northern Kingdom just, is it all black and all that? You know, you have all type of shit. Do you got to run to the wilderness when this shit is breaking off? And all right, hey, these people be sending you the hell off, man.
Can I get the answer to what about Dan?
Yeah, where the hell is Dan at now? And hey, just shit above your pay grade.
Right. You know, when you just need to be worried about, you know, making it right with your Hashem Yahushua, just getting your spirit in line, and then, you know, sticking to the milk.
It's 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
See, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk that you will grow. Now, when you look at a baby, they don't just start eating steak, man. You know, they need that milk, a nutrition to grow over time. You know.
Yeah, which is pretty much, you know, the simple things, you know.
Right.
The simple things of the scriptures that you
Desire the
ought to
sincere.
know.
That's right.
You know, so you able to grow, you know, through the spirit.
You'll
you know?
spew it out. Even there, but that's how you know the scriptures is full of wisdom. Because if you try to give a baby some whole foods too early, they body, their stomach can't digest. They'll just regurgitate everything, man. Keep it simple, Jake. All right, you'll get there in time. Keep it simple, Jake.
Just like a baby, man, the baby got to be nourished by the breast milk of his mom, you know, and that breast milk aligns his stomach. You know what I mean? It aligns his gut, you know. So there's a process. You can't skip the other. That's why a lot of us started off with just cow's milk, fucked us up. You know, some of us didn't get breast milk. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes when Jake deals with the milk. You got to go through the process. You can't skip steps.
Majority of us didn't get fucking.
Yeah, majority of us did. You know,
I'm pretty sure I know I was raised on some similar.
my mama breastfed.
Yeah, I know I was.
And for the first year.
And then
Like my newborn.
when you go into the wickedness of this shit, just since we speaking on the breast milk, Esau Edom, all right, when he first started promoting his powdered milk, the fake milk and shit, the Similac and whatnot, he was giving young mothers who had just had kids just enough of the fake milk for when they breast stopped producing, and give them just enough. So by the time, you know, they run out of the cans and they, oh shit, I'm running out. Let me use some breast milk. They was already dried up, and they had to depend on going to the store and buying the shit.
Yeah, he was using this strategy just like he does to mice,
hunter.
and he does to rats and stuff like that in their laboratory. Man, that's how they did our people.
Yeah. And that's why natural breast milk sell for so much. Some people use something. You got bodybuilders who buy breast milk and they spend top dollar on it and shit like that because they know the nutrients that's in it. But Esau Edom, man, he ain't about none of that. He about stripping away the nutrients and making $1 and making a profit, man. That's why this nigga gotta go, man. The Lord gonna set one up that is profitable real soon. That's our Lord Yahweh shot, and he gonna destroy this place, man. You know, all right. So hey, Lord willing, you know this lesson was edifying. Until next time, all praise, honor, and glory be due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostle, great millstone. We're gonna say shalom.
Shalom, the ball, Yasharallah.
Baba Ball. Cut this off.